As you all know, the universe is becoming ever more tainted with evil. Malice continues to overtake the light left in our universe. Soon the rules of darkness will have completely consumed the physical realms, and the way that leads to life will be forgotten.
Your Majesty, why don't we ourselves put an end to this evil before it spreads any further? We have the armies to do so.
General, evil cannot simply be killed as if it were living and breathing. Though it is alive, if the heart is unwilling to change, evil will always find a way to resurface.
Then how can we put an end to the dark forces that have come upon the universe?
We show them a better path and wait for their understanding to evolve.
How do we go about doing that?
We send them teachers, beings with a higher understanding of love, to act as guides and be examples.
Like who?
Like the Horatius. After all, that is why we created them.
The Horatios? They have done everything but try to understand the way. Their creation was a failure from the start. They do nothing but fall short of their purpose. They are enslaved to their own desires. They are their own kings and have not ascended beyond physical thinking. They are no better than the plague we're fighting against.
What if we send them more help?
More? Haven't we sent them enough messengers? The result is always the same. Every time we reveal the way to one of them, they try to call the rest to the standard. But the Horatios find somehow to ignore the message and remain in their ignorance. They label the messenger crazy, then imprison them or kill them off.
Perhaps it's time to annihilate the Horatios, while we still have time to start again with new beings. What say you, King of Kings?
The Horatios were created to be the light of this dying universe. They were created with the intention of achieving the pinnacle level of understanding, potential to reach the highest level of consciousness. We designed their DNA with uncapped potential. We found an uninhibited planet so that they might grow. Sadly, the evil forces have infected their hearts as well. They have turned to evil. They have forgotten where they've come from. They have no memory of their purpose. Perhaps it is time to start all over.
Wait! Perhaps there is still hope with these beings.
Hope? My prince, you've seen what these creatures are capable of. They enslave their own kind. They wage war on themselves. They do all things to suit their own desires, thus nullifying their purpose.
Perhaps, with the new beings, we can keep a much closer eye on them.
Father, not all Horatios are bad. Many Horatios listen to their messengers we sent them. They are selfless and strive for the way. Hope for them is not yet lost. With sound teaching, they are capable of finding the way again. Are not beings whom, in the midst of evil, choose to do good more valuable than a being who does good but has never known evil? How then can their heart be tested?
What do you propose, young prince?
I wish to go to the world myself and teach them.
My prince, you are of royal descent. You have never turned to evil and remain pure. Why venture to such places? Send someone else to teach them.
How can we attempt to teach these beings perfect love if we, their creators, aren't willing to set the example?
Their consciousness is far too low for them to understand what you are. If you appear to them as you are, they will be frightened and will surely kill you.
Then I will go as one of them, in an Horatio body.
Your Horatio's body will be underdeveloped. You will have to retrain your consciousness.
If that's what it takes, I'll do it.
Your Highness, what if you teach them, but they still will not listen?
If their hearts remain hard, then we can destroy them.
What say you, King of Kings?
My son, you are compassionate. I will allow you to go to them and teach them. However, after you come back, we will no longer help them. And after a time of my choosing, those who have chosen to follow the way will be preserved and restored here with us for further instruction. But those who chose not to listen will be subject to torment until evil is wiped out completely, lest they use their uncapped potential for evil.
We will find you a suitable Horatios immediately.
My prince, those creatures can be violent. So if you ever need help, call us, and we'll be there within a second.
Thank you so much.
Be cautious, my son. Their world is drenched in evil desire. Be careful to be enticed by them. You're their only hope for understanding the way. Be sure to set a proper example. Prepare the voyage.
At once, Your Majesty.